President Erdogan was among the first to vote, but with one of his rivals ahead in the polls as Turkey holds elections. The fierce battle for Bakhmut rages on, with both Ukraine and Russia claiming advances in and around the city. Casting his vote in Turkey's elections on Sunday morning, President Erdogan hoping to keep his 21-year grip on power in the mostly Muslim nation and prevent a shift to a more secular course. Kemal Kılıçdaroğlu appears to be ahead in the polls. Both presidential candidates need more than 50% to avoid a runoff in 2 weeks. A high turnout is expected among the country's 64 million voters.
The latest poll suggested a narrow lead for the opposition presidential candidate Kemal Kılıçdaroğlu. Opposition is also worried about the tense atmosphere, and they also wonder what's Erdogan's response going to be if they win. Recently, Erdogan, in a live interview, answered that in that case, that he will peacefully step down, but he also said he did not expect such a thing to happen. Official results are expected later in the evening.
Ukraine has regained 1 square kilometer in Bakhmut following the withdrawal of Russian troops, according to British intelligence. Ukrainian Deputy Defence Minister Hanna Maliar confirmed that Ukrainian troops are advancing dynamically in the suburbs of the city, more than 95% controlled by Russian troops. But Russia also claimed advances in and around the town of Bakhmut. The Russian Defense Ministry said in its daily report that Wagner Group assault units liberated a neighborhood of the northwest part of the city. Meanwhile, tensions began to rise elsewhere on the front line in the Donbass. In the Zaporizhia region, soldiers and civilians are bracing for the Ukrainian counteroffensive. The small town of Orikhiv, heavily shelled by Russian artillery and aviation, could be one of the corridors of attack leading to the recapture of Zaporizhia. "2,000 demonstrators took to the streets of Tel Aviv on Saturday despite a security ban on the weekly anti-government protest. The protesters criticised the intense fighting between Israel and Palestinian militant groups in Gaza, saying it's a distraction from the actions of Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's far-right government. Thousands of Israelis have been demonstrating since January against the government's controversial judicial reform. A submarine carrying 3 tons of cocaine was seized by Colombian authorities on Friday. It was their biggest drugs bust on a submarine since 1993. The vessel, the 4th to be intercepted this year, was 30 meters long and was carrying more than 100 boxes of cocaine in the Pacific Ocean. It was detected by Colombian naval vessels on radar. The submarine had to be sunk to protect other shipping. 3 people arrested on board claimed drugs traffickers forced them to set sail with orders to take the drugs to Central America.
Our winner, Loreen, everybody! You now enter the history books.
After an incredible night of glam, glitter and glorious tunes, Sweden's Loreen was crowned the winner of this year's Eurovision Song Contest, beating out 25 other countries.
So thrilled for Loreen, the first female to win 2 times. It's incredible.
To win 2 times.
Exactly. Yeah. So many significant moments.
Sweden's victory marks their 7th win in the competition, tying them with Ireland as the most successful countries in Eurovision history. Despite not winning the top spot, Finland proved to be a fan favourite and secured 2nd place with an impressive 526 points. Israel's Noah Carell also had a strong showing, finishing in 3rd place.
Just magical. Yeah, it was a really nice atmosphere.
The flag was working because we were waving. We were right at the side, and she saw us every time, and she was waving at us. So I think we helped her win, you know.
And that is the Eurovision Song Contest done for another year. And what a fantastic year it's been here in Liverpool. Now, who's excited for next year in Sweden?